No King's Day. And I'm tired. There's a lot going on here in New Orleans, and I had to pedal my ass there on a tricycle, a large tricycle, but I'll explain that later maybe. But so I went to the rally, hung out, listened to some speakers and stuff, and I got a whole bunch of interviews for you here. People I talked to, all really good people. And before you bitch about it, yeah, okay. I gravitated towards the commies and the socialists quite a bit. You know, they got more coverage probably than non-affiliated groups, but because, you know, I'm an anarcho-socialist. I'm a wobbly. I'm a member of the industrial workers of the world to this day. And so those kids inspire me. No offense calling you kids. I'm 60, okay? Been at this a long time. Been an activist a long time. Longest running pirate radio station in the country. I've been in independent media a long time. Before any of this existed, I was risking my freedom for independent media. So, but this is why I'm an anarcho-socialist. You know, technically, the Wobblies are anarcho-socialists. So, anarchist, socialist. Because socialism's a great idea. Communism's a great idea. And the only problem with it is governments. Governments fucked that all up. So we had governments running communism. We had governments running socialism. That's why we've never actually seen socialism or communism actually happen in this world, because governments ran it. So I'm going to remain an anarcho-socialist. But these young people inspire me, even though they're just saying stuff I've heard a million times. The fact that they're still saying it and upgrading the language sometimes. I heard a guy today, rather than say the working class and the employing class, he said the working class and the owning class. And that's more hard-hitting than the message of my day and days before me. But anyway, I'm just going to run this with a whole bunch of people that I met today at the No Kings rally. It wasn't a march. I like it better when it was a march. The first one here was a march. And in New Orleans, it turned into like a second line, man. We had a huge bunch of people, several brass bands marching in the fucking street. Last couple No Kings, you know, man, you stand around, you talk to people, you listen to some speakers on the stage, some music, that kind of thing. It's a good old time, but it's not like marching in the street where people that didn't go to the rally are going to see your message. That's why I like marches better. But that's me. I'm old school. These are new times. Let's hear from the new generation.
Generously and to give sacrificially. What does that mean? We're focused on Washington, D.C., what's happening up there. We forget about the swing. We forget about the lower ninth ward. And I'm going to bring somebody up here to talk to you about the amazing work happening in the lower ninth. If you don't know about the Center, TEP, and Tempe, NTS, Remo Center, if you don't know, now you know. I can tell you. Because in 1960, there were 4 little girls who were raised in Louisiana.
Working class perspective, the war in Iran, the Epstein class.
You guys again. How you doing?
Good.
They're commies. I see you every time.
We're
I
always
just talked to some commies. I talked to some socialists. Yeah. Did you see commies in the park?
Yes, we have
You
seen.
saw it?
We have.
Did you like it?
Communists in the park right now.
I like the name. It was funny.
the Revolutionary Communists of America, baby.
I see you guys every rally.
Of course.
How you been?
Been good. You know, just staying connected with the workers, talking to the workers, seeing where we were at, seeing who's interested in building the Revolutionary Party, trying to you know build that Revolutionary Party just on those ideas.
Absolutely.
Right on.
That's what we were talking about in the park.
There you go.
We're trying to connect everybody's concerns with the Iran war, with the Epstein scandal, back to the overall working class struggle. These are all expressions of the crisis of capitalism. And the only people that can solve this problem are the working class. And we're here to make those connections with everybody, to show all of these workers that they're the only ones that can solve this problem, that neither the Republicans nor the Democrats can do that for them. Only they can save themselves if they organize and unify under Marxist theory.
Well, the thing I've been saying lately, if you remember QAnon, the Pizzagate scandal was a global cabal of elites abusing children protected by the deep state. That's what we have. That actually, as crazy as that was, it turned out to be true, just with a twist that they didn't see coming.
Absolutely.
The elites do anything they want.
And you see people today calling them the Epstein class. They're saying the word, the Epstein class. This means the workers are one step closer to realizing that this is a class issue, that this isn't necessarily just a cabal. This is the capitalist class at play. This is their morals. This is how they believe they deserve to live at the expense of the workers, of the millions of workers who suffer every day. And we don't stand for it.
Well, I've been calling it the Epstein War the entire time.
It's appropriate. It's appropriate. We're trying to show people that it's the class war.
Well, good to see you again.
Good to see
Maybe
you,
I'll
sir.
see you before the next No Kings.
Quite possibly.
Maybe we won't have to have one.
Oh, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great?
Solidarity, bro.
So,
Any folks coming to us from the Maroney or the Ninth Ward, say hey!
Oh!
All right, anybody from Mid-City, give it up! Woo! Talking about the 7th Ward. 7th Ward represents stand up. Now listen, that is telling me something. That is telling me something important. Now I'm so happy to see all of you out here tonight because we're here for justice and we're here for freedom. But we can't do this work unless we are working across the wards, unless we are working interracially. Now, if you can find someone who looks different than you in this crowd, go stand next to them. Go hold their hand. I don't see anybody moving. I need you to move. Now I'm telling you this, you want to know why? Because I love you. And love is the kind of love that speaks truth to power. And so in this room, I need you to understand one thing. When we were hatching our plans for freedom and liberation back in the 1960s, we did it interracially. I can tell you why we did it that way. Because our founders, Ben Smith, were organizing interracially in the 1950s, 1956 to be.
That's what I'm talking about. Y'all still good? Y'all still good? Everybody still good? Okay, feeling good? Feeling good? Meeting some new people, building community, building coalition. That's what this thing is all about. So we're going to keep the dynamic speakers rolling. I want to bring up from the ACLU, Miss Alana Odoms. Y'all make some noise.
How you doing, Louisiana? How's everybody feeling today? I want to do a little bit of a shout out to all our neighborhoods. Anybody representing Uptown in here tonight, say hey!
I'm Michael Carell from WTH News Network on location at the New Orleans No Kings protest and serve. Thank you for your service. I wanted to talk to a veteran, hear what you think about the current war we are in that our king has sent us into.
I strongly believe that we should not have gotten into this conflict. Our troops don't belong there. This is another country's problem. I don't agree with the current administration's process as far as getting involved with this without congressional approval. I think if they've gotten it, if they had gotten it, they would have been turned down. I don't think they would have gone and proved for us to even be there.
Well, I did not serve, but I have studied the art of war, and it occurred to me that the art of war, the first chapter, is about logistics.
Yes, it is.
And the cost of war. And it seems like our current administration didn't do it. We're already running out of ammo. It's been like 2 weeks. It's ridiculous.
That is correct. They didn't take into consideration all the factors that they needed to take into consideration for this logistics, the strategical aspects of it, a lot of different things. They say they anticipated what would happen in Hormuz. I don't believe that they did. Somebody probably was advising them, but I believe that our current president really doesn't listen to anyone else but himself. So that's part of the problem.
Yeah, I mean, he's in negotiations with himself.
Yeah.
He's not talking to Iran.
No. And I've still got I have a grandson that's right now in the 82nd Airborne. I'm concerned of eventually that he might get sent over there. Fortunately, right now, he's in training. So he's got a long way to go before he gets to the point of having to actually be, placed somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope he doesn't have to go. It's starting to sound like this might be a while. I don't know how he can get out now.
No, he can't. I wouldn't encourage that. But because part of taking the oath of the Constitution of the United States and taking the oath of enlistment is making sure that you do your duty.
Thanks for talking to me, man. All right, Michael Corral from the WTH News Network on location at New Orleans No Kings, number 3. I've been to them all. Talking to, you can say your name or not say your name. And why are you here?
My name is Will. Leave it at that. I'm here because I still believe in the homogeny of the American people, and I do not support Trump and what he's doing to divide us. And the list is just so long. I work a blue-collar trade, but I've come from a family that, scientists, engineers, and seeing the big FU that is RFK trying to take vaccines away from children that need them, and fueling all of this absolute misinformation and making vulnerable people paranoid, and then allowing in the same breath, allowing all this coal,
Clean
full
coal.
of mercury.
Clean coal.
Clean coal. The mercury in your vaccine's horrible and evil, even though it leaves your body. The methyl mercury leaves your body relatively quickly, and we don't even use that as a preservative in our vaccines anymore. It's for poor countries, less fortunate countries that use multiple use vials. And in the meantime, we've got Lake Maurepas here, where it's so full of mercury, you got to limit what you can eat now, and that's where all our catfish comes from. And that ethyl mercury is what will kill you and stay in your body long term. And it's building up. And I will say the people of Louisiana I've met are a lot more in tune with the environment. You have to be, from the hurricanes to hunting and fishing. And I try to bridge that gap between, you're a liberal tree hugger, and don't you guys care about where your food comes from? Don't you care about the air we breathe? We're down the road from Cancer Alley. And environmental destruction, war on science, war on medicine, and the war on children. I have friends growing up all talk about the Illuminati and all these conspiracy theories, and I always wrote it off as crazy that nobody's doing these horrible things, drinking children's blood, and it's all, it makes me feel crazy because of what has come out in the Epstein files, and America's response to finding out how many people we have in power in those files abusing and killing children it's mind-blowing. And you look at what happened in Mexico, one cartel leaders, the leader of a cartel got killed, and they set the country on fire. And here we are every day going to our jobs like nothing's happening, like nothing's wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to pretend anymore. I've got an 8-year-old that I want her to have freedom, opportunities, and be allowed to be in charge of her body, get an education, be allowed to vote still. I mean,
so you're here for a lot of reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could go on.
I've often been saying on the show lately that QAnon was right in a very twisted way. The story was Pizzagate was a global cabal of elites abusing children protected by the deep state.
Yep.
Turns out, as crazy as that was, it's true, but it's a different deep state, different global cabal. It wasn't Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and all that. I wouldn't even care if it was yet. Anyone that's in the Epstein files that did something should fry. I don't care, Democrat,
Absolutely.
Republican, independent. Thanks for talking to me, man. Got anything you want to close with?
It's not too late, but it is a lot harder to restore democracy from an authoritarian regime than it is to prevent it from ever getting that far. You know,
Absolutely.
we're all in this together.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Somebody's weapon. I said no, 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 no. Nobody's weapon. Nobody's weapon. My body is a battlefield. My body is a gun. My body is a trebuchet. I'll hurl your laws into the sun. My rights are not no debate. Fuck your laws and fuck the state. I am who decides my fate. Oh, nobody's weapon. I said no, no, no. Nobody's weapon.
Carell from the WTH News Network on location with the pirate guy. You see him all over the neighborhood.
I'm the pizza pirate of New Orleans.
Pizza pirate.
My name is Matthew.
Uh-huh. And what does a pizza pirate do?
We're a pop-up and mobile food operation. We invented the tricycle pirate pizza ships, aka the Pizza Maria fleet. And we'll be out at the R Bar tonight later. But glad to be out here at No Kings. This is I can't believe we've got a freaking pedophile running things. The people behind, but they're still behind him. How their hate and bias can excuse such behavior in our leadership. We're so angry.
I sure never thought we'd be here.
It's kind of predictable, though. I mean, as fall as decadent as debauchery and decadence and grifting rises. This in civilization, this is the course. It's an avalanche, and it's got to wash out before we get back to it. I wish we had a humanity scale system where, if based on how far you slip down and how negative your impact on humanity is, boom, like you're excused from humanity now.
Well,
I believe guillotine culture.
I've been saying for years, it's not about politics anymore. It's about common human decency.
No,
and the rule of law.
Yeah.
So, pirates don't like kings.
No, you can't tell us what to do.
Absolutely.
In fact, even if we want to, we won't because you told us.
Back in the day, I co-founded the longest-running pirate radio station in the country.
Really?
And we had Jolly Roger hanging in there. We embraced our pirate theology greatly. And that ran for like a good 20 years.
Well, Pirate Pizza is like an intersection of bike nerds, pirate nerds, and pizza nerds, all under the same gang of dude. Like, if you're all three, then you're us, then you're our people.
All right, man. Thanks for talking to me.
Pleasure.
All right. Michael Carell on location for WTH News Network. I just went from the Socialists, and now I'm talking to the Communists. See if there's any difference in their message. It sounded like what they were talking about was what the last communists were talking about. So if you had to define communism really quick, what's your background music? How would you define that?
So first off, my background, my name is Luke. I'm a member of the Communist Party USA in the Louisiana Club of the party. I've been an organized communist since 2021, and I've called myself a communist since I was like 14 years old. In terms of what communism means to me communism is all about giving political power to the working class. Right now, we live in a system where all forms of power are tied to wealth, and it's not a coincidence that every member of Congress is a millionaire, that they're all bought out by corporations. Wealth is power, and we live in a class society where the political power and control over the rule of society is entirely in the hands of the owning class, the people who own and make profit off of other people's labor. People like me who go out to work every day, we sell our labor and we get paid a small portion of the profits that's made, not the full value of our labor. So for me, communism is much more simple than I think most people assume it is. Communism is simply a system where the working class have the political power, have the control over society, and make the rules. And it really is as simple as that. It's democracy to its utmost extent. I think you can't really have a true democracy in a capitalist system. You can maybe vote for a representative, vote for your governor, vote for president, but I can't vote for my boss. And at the end of the day, my boss is the guy I spend most of the time listening to and following directions from, and I have no say. So we believe in expanding democracy to its fullest, not just political democracy, but economic democracy as well.
No wonder they're scared of you people. My God! So kings would be bad?
Kings would be terrible.
Okay. All right, Michael Terrell from WGS News Network on location. So from one socialist faction to another right next to him, what is your group?
We're the Freedom Road Socialist Organization.
Freedom Road Socialist Party. I saw your booth. Yeah.
National organization, busy in the labor movements and the student movements and the anti-war and anti-police crime units and many more. Yeah, active all across the country.
What kind of organizing are you all doing?
I'm sorry?
What kind of organizing are you all doing? You mentioned you have a news outfit.
Yes, Fight Back News is kind of our news outlet.
So Fight Back News, .org or what?
I'm sorry?
Fight Back News. At Fight Back News. Oh, fightbacknews.org. Okay.
Yeah, .org.
There you go.
Yeah, .org. Freedom Road, FRSO.org. freedomroad.org. Yeah, you can check out our platform on the internet there.
Mm-hmm. So if you had to define socialism in a couple minutes, how would you do that?
Well, basically, it is returning, the labor to the people, right? We own the means of production.
Yeah.
Okay? So, down with capitalism, right? It's the bridge to communism.
So kings would not be okay?
No kings.
No kings.
Absolutely not. No kings. No despots. Yeah. Power to the people.
What else do you have to say to the world?
Capitalism's a beast, and it's going to take a lot of us. So we need you in the fight. Do whatever you can, whatever your skills are. Get involved in some way. And together, when we fight, we win.
Well, it's going to be really hard for capitalism right now. The dollar is insolvent, and we're going into major debt. It's really hard to be a capitalist right about now.
That's right. We're in the death throes. We're in the death throes of capitalism.
Absolutely.
That's right. So it's now's the time to seize it. Because if we don't seize it, if the people don't rise up and seize this moment, then the technocrats will.
Seize the mechanisms of production, y'all.
That's right.
It's important. All right, man. Thanks for talking to me.
Appreciate you.
You can say your name or not say your name. I'm at the No Kings rally in New Orleans, and I'm at the Socialism Liberation Party group
Yep.
I just interviewed the commies in the park the other day.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We love them.
Yeah, well, they seem to have very similar ideas. It's really
Yes,
hard to
yes.
tell them apart.
Yeah. There's a couple of different parties, but we're all going after the same thing. We want the working class to be in power. We don't want the billionaires to be dictating how the world is run and making us suffer because of it. And so we're organizing for a better future.
Organize as a class.
As a class, absolutely.
Class and 20 class have nothing in common. Okay, if you had to define socialism really quick, how would you define it?
So we like to define socialism as a system where the working class has political and economic power, and where we prioritize meeting the needs of the people and the planet first with the resources that we have.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. Just the most evil thing you could want.
No wonder they're scared of you.
I know.
So, how does having a king interfere with those ideas?
Oh, a good bit. So, yeah, we see capitalism as the main problem affecting all of society right now, and capitalism has paved the way for someone like Trump to come into power, and he's got all of this influence, all of these people, these billionaires that are backing his campaigns, that are backing and influencing all of his decisions, just to screw the little people and screw the working class to line their pockets more. And so, yeah, we'd like for that not to be the case anymore.
And you got to say that with the national anthem playing in the background.
Isn't it great?
All right, thanks for talking to me.
Thank you.
No Kings Rally in New Orleans hasn't actually started yet. Got a lot of people here. Look at that big giant Trump chicken thing. Where'd it go? There we go. That's beautiful. Love it.
So many good people. So many good people out there. I pedaled my ass over there on the tricycle, and some have asked, why don't you just drive there, Michael, or Uncle Birch? People call me several things. There's a personal message out there. On Mardi Gras Day, while working as a rideshare driver, I got hit. I got in a car accident, and they hit like the side of my car right around my front wheel. It didn't seem like the front wheel was damaged. Car was still drivable, and I had insurance, but I have a $1,000 deductible for the insurance. So I was continuing to work to make up that $1,000 to get my car fixed. The alignment felt a bit off, but I didn't know that the wheel was damaged. And I literally drove that car till the wheel fell off. Apparently my left front tire, or my left front wheel, had a crack in the rim. And towards the end of one of my shifts last week, the car started making a funny noise. So luckily I turned off the road. Luckily I wasn't on the interstate, or I'd be a dead man. The wheel literally broke off. The center of my wheel just broke off in a circle. The middle of the wheel still attached with the lugs, but the rest came off. That was my main source of income at the time. Unfortunately, I don't like to do that. It's just something I could do to take care of my family. Something that was possible. I'll do anything that's possible to take care of my family. Now it's not possible. It should be like maybe a month or two. I don't even know. I'm waiting for the assessor to assess the car and do all that shit. Waiting for my tax returns to have the $1,000 to pay my deductible. If you have the means and you enjoy my work, the Venmo and my Cash App are up there. I think it's like Uncle Birch 13 for the Cash App. Uncle Birch like the tree. That's my other name. I should have a link in there on at least my YouTube channels and that kind of stuff. If I don't, you could ask me, hey, what's your Cash App? Hey, what's your Venmo? If you got anything to throw towards that, because I'm like, it's me a couple months before I can work. Got to take care of my family. Gonna apply for unemployment tomorrow. We'll see how that goes, because I'm a gig worker. I don't even know how unemployment works. I do pay self-employment taxes, so hopefully that'll cover it. I can do something, keep my family afloat. But as such, that's where I'm at. And as such, for you, you're going to be getting more news. I got more free time. I got nothing I can do right now that I know of to survive. So I have a really hard time ever asking for help. So that took a lot for me. I hope you appreciate that. If you can help, my Venmo, my Cash App should be in my Linktree thing. If not, because I don't know how that works on the podcast platform, you can just send me a message. Let me know if you can, throw that $5, $10, whatever the fuck you got, man. Just money to put food on the table right now, man. I'll get back to where I can do that stupid job again, and hopefully not have to do that stupid job for long. Yes, from your beak to God's ears. Michael Carell from the WTH News Network. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Thank you for getting us up above the 100 mark on YouTube. That was a long stretch, but we got there. We doubled our viewers overnight. And I'll be putting out more content now because I have nothing else to do. Spent 2 days filing my taxes, man. It was more complicated than ever. The TurboTax just kind of stopped working. I was doing my TurboTax, and just no adjustment that I made moved the number. It just wouldn't move. It was like, okay, I didn't owe them anything, but they weren't going to give me anything. No matter how many expenses I put in there, it just wasn't working. So I'm not advertising for either one. I said, all right, well, I'm going to get the H&R Block app. H&R Block app just totally fucking worked. Got it done. Got a refund. Waiting for the refund. You're going to have to spend most of the refund on fixing the damn car when it finally arrives 21 days from now or something like that. So, you can also, can't do that other stuff. Subscribe, like, comment. It helps out a lot. I'm totally focused on getting this to take off to where it pays for itself, and hopefully, eventually pays me, because I don't want to do that stupid job anymore. I should be doing this. Spent most of my life on camera, doing other things. Yeah, if you hit the link tree, you're going to see the witchcraft classes. That's another thing. That's not anything I'm talking about over here, but clearly you probably had a clue. We are different than some other independent media. Right. Thank you for all of it. Thank you in advance for all of it. Bless you. And Blessings upon your camel.